Welcome to the show. It is the GG Arena Nigerian Pro Clubs League. It is the closing ceremony. We're about to award the winners of this tournament. And I think we have the FA Cup and the Pro Clubs League champions in the back. We're going to invite them to join us on the live stream any moment from now. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Priest, and I'm here with Sly, and we're about to bring you guys all of the action on tonight's stream. And by action, I mean handing out prizes to those deserving. Sly, how are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, feeling good. I mean, it's been like a couple of weeks since we ended the league and, of course, the FA Cup. So it's been kind of boring with no action, but hopefully we can resume the league soon. But it was an excellent season, if you ask me, for my opinion. I think I can't wait for it to get back, but it was certainly an excellent one. I can't wait for all of us to speak to the winners and the goal scorers, everything that happened. Just a little recap of everything that went down in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League.
Yes, sir. All right. So, speaking of recaps, let's take a look at that league table, as you can see on your screens. And it's an interesting lineup there that we've seen. 16 teams. First place going to the guys from Tulka FC and Get Club Cause in second place and Effortless in third. Now, Sly, top three. You can see it from the beginning of the season. 30 matches played, 29 matches won, and a single draw. Toka FC won the Nigerian Pro Clubs League and didn't take a single loss. Is that how it's done?
That's not how it's done. Like it's unheard of, to be honest with you. Toka FC coming into this season. I mean, they had all of the hype with the star-studded squad that they had put together. But look, we've had scenarios in different genre of sports, not just esports as well. Like different genre of sports where you can put together these star-studded names and they don't perform. You could look at a few years ago, if you're a big football lover, PSG a few years ago with that front three, Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, they couldn't deliver. And they kind of felt like maybe Toka FC will be that kind of team, but they've put together the likes of Kenny, Farouk, you could put Rio Made in that conversation, Killer Freak, like all of these guys, they've gelled together. Reminded me of like the 2017 Golden State Warriors. Everything has worked together so well for them. And just getting one draw after 30 games is something that's just so incredible. Kudos to them for picking it up, but kudos to the likes of Get Club and Effortless for really giving them one hell of a run. I know Toka FC were just unbeatable in there, but they still made the league very, very fun. And that's not the only big talking point from the league as well. The other, I mean, sections where we saw a nice bottom of the league table race. It was kind of interesting as well. In that middle pack, we saw some really great performances. I think Toka FC certainly deserve all the credits and deserve to be called champions.
Yeah, absolutely right on that one. And I couldn't have said it any better myself. But um speaking of how the table, turned out in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, if you have a team like Toka FC, winning the tournament, 29 games on 30 games unbeaten, roughly averaging, I think, is that 86 points or thereabout. It begs the question: if you're a team that, like Big Guns, Nameless Chaos, KD Sports, if you're a team like that, what do you think you want to do, going forward into the next season? Do you
Mm, I,
get better players, or do you, like, what is the strategy? Because it's you can't lose. In order to win, where a team like Toka FC is there, the strategy is you can't lose.
I mean, for teams like Big Guns, KD Sports, Agbado, I'll give them a pass because their first time here. Nova Aura as well, Afro Panda. But like for those teams, Big Guns, Effortless, they've really done well. Nameless Chaos, Forget Club, I'll put them in that same upper echelons with the likes of Toka. But for those teams in that bracket, they go back and say to themselves, what can we do? And like you said, the first instance, do we get better players, or we look ourselves in the mirror and go and be like, we didn't game plan for some of these games when you're playing Toka FC, I didn't see a single team pack the bus against them. You've got to find a way to play the low block because we know they are an extremely talented offensive team. They have to find a way to game plan against some of these teams, and then playing the rest of the teams like on Solid, Phoenix. All respect to them, but you've got to find a way to take all 3 points from them, and that's what Toka did so well. Even when they had to scrape through wins, when they were even playing well, they found a way to win. So finding strong ways to win. Of course, getting better players on the team is also good, but look, being having variety, because when a team figures you out, if you can maneuver yourself out of some situations, we saw it even in the FA Cup at times. I mean, get club cause they were cruising through, and then in the final, it looked like they had some problems, but they found ways to win. So just get varieties of gameplays that you can switch it up anytime you go in there when you've got trouble, and I think it will definitely help them. I'm looking at a big season incoming for the likes of Effortless, Nameless Chaos, and Big Guns.
All right. Well, you all heard it from Sly. He's looking forward to seeing what Big Guns has in store, and a couple of other teams lined in going into the next season. But now for the likes of JP Goons, Diad FC, FunQuest Pro, uh, what would you tell them? I think they get relegated, isn't it? I think they get relegated, right? They get relegated to like somewhere else in the wasteland or in the
It's
distance
always
or
land.
something like that. I'm not sure. I think when they get relegated, then a new set of teams, take their place. I'm guessing that that's what happens. I'm not certain if that's what happens, but if that's what happens, like what advice would you give them, going into the next season or whatever journey they have, next?
I mean, for those guys that finish at the bottom, and I think on Solid they are the perfect specimen to use for that example. Last season they were part of the teams that was rock bottom. This year they finished in the 13th position. That's an improvement in my eyes. I saw some of their games and we're like, okay, they've really reevaluated themselves, and they've come again for this Pro Club season. I think they did pretty well. For JP Guns, Die Hard, FanQuest Pro, you've got to find a way to make yourselves as hard to beat as possible. Like I said earlier, the low blocks. I didn't see packing the bus too many times. When you come up against these offensively gifted teams, you've got to find a way to prevent them from scoring. I know it's much easier said than done, but we saw too many cheap goals being given away. And that is why JP Guns is currently where finished the season rooted at the bottom with a minus 90 goal difference. Like, this is just crazy. They had some score lines against them that I'm sure if you had shown it to anybody else that wasn't paying attention to the Niger Pro Clubs League, they'll probably say it's a fantasy, we are lying, it didn't even happen, but it did happen. And look, the gap between those three at the bottom, FanQuest Pro finished on minus 72 goal difference, Die Hard minus 78, and JP Guns minus 90. And then the balls down to the 13th place on Salidu finished on minus 30. So there's like a minus 40 goal difference gap between Die Hard, JP Guns, FanQuest Pro, and then on Solid. It's just too much of a gap. You've got to find a way to close it down a bit. I know when you face the likes of Talker, Get Club, Effortless, the free scoring teams, they like to score a lot of goals. But like I said earlier, make yourself very hard to beat. I don't know if the relegation process will start now because I don't know if there's a second division or anything, but we're still in the growing process. And certainly JP Guns, Die Hard, and FanQuest have to really bring up a different strategy going into the next season.
Yeah, you're right about that one. They definitely need to step up their game if they want to advance into, a better position, if they want to finish higher up inside of the next season. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. The closing ceremony we're about to bring up. A couple of participants that did enjoy themselves inside of this NPCL, and I'm speaking on, we're gonna have the top scorer, the best goalkeeper, the best team. I think we're going to have team of the season as well. We're going to have a best assists, number one chance creator, that kind of thing. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so I think we're going to pull that up right quick so you guys can take a look for yourselves and see what the and see what the leaderboard, or rather the, yeah, I'll call it a leaderboard because there's like five names in here. So let's take a look. Ooh, five players, five amazing players. And okay, so Sly, you know who these are.
Mm.
58 goals is insane.
It's nasty work.
58 goals is, yeah, that is nasty work.
It's
How do you get
crazy.
58 goals, man? How do you get 58 goals, man?
It's just crazy. Like Noni was on a whole different level this season. I mean, we saw him in season one with a nameless, and he was very good, but he just took it up like another level. And he's him scoring 58 goals is so crazy to even check back on the leaderboard and realizing that nameless kills actually finished on with plus 68 goals. So those 58 goals, they were huge for that team. They finished in the top four. But Noni, I mean, it seemed like every chance that he got, he scored. But you've got to look at the other players who are also on this leaderboard and really give them some credit. Pick Miss Me, I think he was also very good. Melville Big for effortless, contributed strongly to that team's performance. They also came in third with a plus 91 goal difference. Now for Kenny, being in fourth from Toka FC, the team that went on to eventually win, it tells you that it's not just him that was contributing to the goals. Like when you compare that situation to Nameless Girls, were heavily reliant on Noni. For Kenny being in fourth with 40 goals, with the likes of Farouk, with the likes of Rio, all of the players come together, contribute to the goals, and then that's how come they finished on plus 94 goals. For the champions, they don't rely on one player, and then they did excellent things. Congratulations to these five players. I think they were superb. Jason also certainly put in the work for big guns, also finishing with a plus 40 goal difference. I mean, and you know what's surprising? Get Club Cause finished with the highest goal difference in the league with a plus 128, and you can't find a single of their player in the top five. How crazy is that? Like this is something else.
Yeah, let's actually ask Noni about that though. Noni, how do you explain that? 128 goals, 128 goals, goal difference points, 128. Because I think that accounts for the number of goals you also concede. So,
Yeah.
but let's say they scored 128 goals and they are not in the top five. What does that tell you? You as a player, what does that tell you about a team when you have 128 goals, but none of your players is in the top five for top scorers?
I'll probably say they probably didn't have a full first team, and like maybe they had like some guys were probably like covering for maybe other positions and all. Then I can say that they were really like they didn't care who scored, they just wanted to win, probably. Yeah, they just okay, even if it's like anybody, even if it's their defender scoring like 3 goals, no problem. As far as we're winning, let's go. They were up, they had the targets.
Mm.
That's what I was
They
That's
had
nice.
a target. Okay.
Not a quick
So
one. You
so wait, wait,
okay?
wait,
All
wait,
right,
wait,
Chris.
slide, hold on, hold on. He said they had a target.
Mm.
For
yeah.
you, what was your target? 60, 70? Because 58, that's a lot. That's a lot of numbers, bro. I need to understand like what is this? What does it mean? I mean, do you even like do you ball like outside of this? Do you ball? Are you like
I
outside?
I'm normally, yeah. I was meant to go pro in football, but like I didn't go pro. But like
Okay.
So you
I
But
so
you
you
went
took you
pro
took
here.
you took the
But you
frustrations
went
of pro
pro
clubs.
here. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
so like I'm a striker, so
All
like I
right.
just feel like I play in real
So you
life.
applied that here,
Mm,
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
that's
the
nice.
rest of you guys almost go pro. Try your
Mm.
best to almost go pro like Noni, bro. I guess that's the strategy. Almost go pro. Don't go pro. Just almost go. Then you go.
Then switch.
You drop 58. You drop 58 on JP Goons and the likes. Yeah, type thing. But Noni,
Mm.
amazing work. Congratulations, top scorer, 58. It is not easy. I was seeing you week in, week out. You were cooking, and there was I believe that there wasn't any match you didn't score in. That is why it's so insane.
I
Like
think
there's I
I think
don't it's like
I think I didn't
what?
score in a few. I was frustrated. I think I always lashed out at 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 Bose because like he's my party. So anytime I don't score, I'm always for. At the same time, I'm like okay, the win is the main. Even if I score and we lose, I'm frustrated. Like I sometimes I don't talk. They know that I don't normally talk, but like when I'm very there, I'll just probably type on language. I drop in the group. I just ball out. But no, Bones suffers from my hand. Though he's my coach, my guy, and everything. But I always complain that he was always like our counselor.
you need those kind of people. But Noni, quick one. You having 58 goals, I mean, it's remarkable. Like we said already. Let's put aside the fact that you said you had the mentality of a striker. You almost went pro with football. What makes you one of the best strikers in pro clubs? Is it your ability to I wouldn't say just finish the chances, but sometimes you can be put in a situation where you probably need like skill moves. Your left stick dribbling has to be crazy. Are you a good 1v1 player in FC, or is it just you like practicing in pro clubs action, you having that synergy with your teammates, and that's how come you score a lot of goals?
I think it's different things altogether. First of all, I'll say it's probably thanks to my teammates. Like I can't start picking at one person, but like they all like pushed me. Even if like I miss one or two chances, they'd be like, "Oh no, so no, we know you can do more than this." Like no worry, game one, let's go. We'll probably win the match or come back or draw the game. So like that was like the first, like the push from the first part. But like what I would say the other one is that like I know how to make runs a lot. Yeah, that's my game. Like even real life, like, that's what I do. I try to make runs and like I don't really use what they call it the green short stuff and everything.
Time finishing.
Yeah, I don't really use it, and I know it's better to use it, and I wish I could, but I swear I'm too lazy to start learning that thing. Now I've
Bro,
tried,
if if
but
if, if Noni learns that, I'm sure I'm scoring 100 goals next season.
once has begged me to learn it, but like man, I feel like I'm too lazy for that. But I was still looking to it. I've been trying to see how I can. Then I play FC, but the internet can be frustrating.
Mm.
So I ran away from FUT because of all these boys that have money that are gonna be buying coins up and down.
The points.
Instead of playing classic players, like I'll see your keeper at 90 something. I'm shooting like I'm seeing a clear chance to like I'm wiping it. I'm not even like placing. I'm just wiping it straight to the angle, and maybe your keeper is far. I'm seeing this keeper diving, so I stopped playing FUT. I actually it was even because of I was bored. I started playing because obviously the pro club stuff is having issues right now. The on the FC 25, so I've been on FUT. Just if they win me, I'll just run away because of I beg. I hate losing. I hate losing. But if it's one on one, maybe someone I'm actually good. I'm actually good. Then I don't care whether it's my leg, my head, anyhow. The ball must enter net, sha. That's it.
The mentality is crazy. But I think you've got a question from someone in the chat. Taberi says, I didn't know we're going to get transfer questions, right? He's like, Noni, are you leaving nameless skills?
I love those guys. I love those guys. But it's left for Bulls. If Bulls does not want me, no problem. But I know he wants me. I love those guys.
I
Those
also
guys.
have a question.
Mm,
I also have a question when it comes to this. So Noni, so in your team, what would it take to sign someone like you though?
You go bribe, but you need bribe plenty people for my team.
Yeah,
thank
yeah, that's what I'm
God.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, tell us, tell the fans. I mean,
Oh,
what's your release clause? I want to know. If I want to start FUT team now, if I want to start a pro clubs team now,
Pro
and I
clubs
want to play
team.
NPCL, and I want to build my squad, and I want Noni as my nine, what will it take?
First of all, you guys bribe Knight. Knight is number one. You guys bribe Knight. Well. Then
Okay, okay, so I can't. Okay. Go on.
second, you receive enough insult and anything from Bones. It's hard. Those two guys first of all. Then
Wait,
Aka.
wait, wait. Bones that I know. Bone now my son now. That one no, that's the way if you do now. Now my son with that. I taught him how to play FC. I
Bones
taught
is
him how to
toxic.
play FC now.
He's very toxic when it comes to Bones.
Bones toxic. Man, Bones now my kid. Now I know where he lives. I know where he lives now. I know where his house is in Enugu now. I know
Bro,
where his
Bones is
house
in the
is
chat.
now.
He's like, Noni's not going anywhere.
I know. Bones can't even say nothing to me. I know where his house is. I can go to Enugu and I'll slap him. He won't do anything. Don't worry. If I want to sign on here, I just want to know, like waiting be the release clause there because if they bring like 1 million,
Ah,
you go now.
I
Uh
I just tell me first before Bones agrees.
uh.
That's I beg, I
So
beg.
you guys, you guys in the chat, starting bid 1 mil for Noni to be on 9. Just keep 1 mil aside. Leave Bones. Bones will be fine. Bones will quite collect like maybe 200k. Make you use guide. Because I know say you get 1 bid for Inugu. Where they follow for there. You go use that.
Oh
By the
my
time when you
god.
don't use that 200k guide, him and that in babe. None,
You go
yeah,
just
none, you can go, you can go. Or if you do loan, so options they no worry. But also speaking of that, on loans, they don't happen in this in the programs there. You can't loan players, in it. You loan
Mm,
players in the
I
programs?
think you can
You
loan.
can. I think you can.
I think you can. I heard something about Comrie Kev one time that he was on loan to, was it get clapped, or is it, I've forgotten. I don't know. I think you can loan, Sha. You can actually.
Hmm. All right.
But
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Final question before Noni leaves. What do you make of you guys' season? I know it was an improvement, like from last season with where you guys finished and everything. But coming in fourth place, I think that fourth place, it's a little bit flattering because if you look at the points gap between you guys, Effortless, Get Club, and Talk FC, that was huge. Are we going to see anything different going into next season to possibly close that gap?
I've begged Bones. Oh, I've begged him. Like me, I'm a bad loser. I'm a soul. I swear. I was angry. Like, okay, maybe if we're playing like 2 matches or 3 matches, because sometimes they suspend some games. Like, I'll probably be angry just playing game, and maybe everybody in my house will know that I'm angry because of like nobody wants, like, I am. I don't know. Some people they are calm if they lose, but like me, I am not calm at all. So I have begged him. Next thing, we need to be better. We need to, like, because I know we can win the league. I know that we need some extra players, but I know that we have the players in our team, yeah, to like to win the league. Just that we need to be more like, well, we're committed. Just that we need to be more committed and like improve, improve. And we need to find the goalkeeper. I don't know how, but we need to find a goalkeeper because those number one guys with whatever they call it, talker FC, Kenny them.
Wait,
Effortless.
who has that? Who has that goalkeeper named AGZ?
I
Whose
think
team
he's
is he in?
killing them or yeah, I think effortless or killing them. No.
Yeah, I think he was
No.
going crazy in some of the games.
Yeah, that guy was insane, man. I'm not even gonna lie. That guy was nasty.
Um,
Okay, okay, okay. All right. All right. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Noni, for gracing us with your presence. Top scorer, Nigerian Pro Clubs League Season 2. Noni, Madueke. Madueke is not cooking in Chelsea right now, so I don't know.
uh,
Maybe you can
let me
do
not
him
lie,
on
let me not
top. I
lie.
don't know, man.
If Man U they had sense, they would have not let Sancho go. And if they wanted like allow Sancho to go, they would have carried Madueke. That would have been the only option for me. I love that guy. I actually love that guy.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a
Well,
force.
they
He's a
said the
very good.
new leader of ISIS is Ten Hag. So I guess I guess that explains a lot. Anyways,
So,
thank you again, Donny. We're about to pull up the top assists. So we've
all
got
right,
Frank in the core trying to hop on as well. So
I
let's
can leave.
swap over to that as well. And
All right,
yeah,
all right.
thank you so much, Noni.
Guys, thank you so much.
Congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, interesting chat with Noni, the top scorer from the Nigerian Pro Clubs League Season 2. So we move on to the top assists. And Sly, break down this list. Do you think this is deserved?
It's weird looking at the gap between first and second place, but um, for those who don't understand like how the Pro Clubs League is run, it's usually teamwork first, and usually there's no goal without an assist. almost every single time there has to be the assist before the goal. And sometimes players are not awarded the assist for some of the goals, so that can all factor in with the player having a lot of assists and the player not having too many assists. But congratulations to Frankie, 44 assists is mad work. And funny enough, not someone from the team Nameless Chaos that actually did get their player being top scorer, Noni, who we did speak to a couple of minutes ago, won it. He came in second, Rhymes Bobo, with 27 goals, 27 assists. Sorry, so that's also crazy work. But I mean, Frankie 44 is just mad stuff with just 30 games played. Arif also from Toka FC. Toka FC, you keep seeing them in these conversations every single time. First in the leaderboard, of course, for the whole league, but for all of the positive stats, I think you see them in top five, top five, top five. They've done massive work so far. And then, of course, Snix Muller also coming in there with 17 assists. So it's just crazy work from all of the teams. I think these guys also deserve a lot of credit, and it's mad stuff that so far we've had the players, the teams that really play with cohesion, a lot of chemistry, and the teams that just like to score a lot of goals. And you can tell that the teams that are reoccurring in the goals column and then the assist column, having their players reoccurring there shows you how good they were throughout the whole of the season.
Mm. Well, you're right about that one. You know, um, creating chances that lead to goals is something that tells you about the quality of a player. And again, it's still along the lines there, but I think we've got the man himself. We've got Frank also locked in here. Frank, welcome and congratulations. 44
Yeah,
assists. Explain.
I'll just it's just my teammates. I have a good team, so it's easier to just rank up with the assists. So,
but
No, you're the teammate. You're the guy.
well, it is,
It's not
I feel like
about your
anybody in my
teammate.
I feel like anybody in my position would still get the same amount of assists in my
but
team.
which
Any
position do you play exactly?
I'm like the attacking midfielder in my team.
So you're
Okay.
like a 10. What is that,
Mm.
10?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
10.
Okay, 10. Okay.
Mm.
All right, all right, all right. So, how was your season? What was the strategy this season?
Was a I'll say kind of it was a disappointing season, I'll say, but um kudos to talk out. I'll just say that it was a disappointing season. I can't really say much about the season. We're just happy to win some like awards, I guess, but we wanted to win the league, but it wasn't possible. So it was a disappointing season. I feel like we
Mm.
should have won the league. Yeah. So
Really? That's nice. But are you a, like naturally are you a pass first kind of guy? Will you get a 1v1 situation and be like, okay, I'm looking for the extra pass?
yeah. Always, yeah. Since I started playing pro clubs, I've always like getting assists more than goals. So,
That's nice. That's
so
nice. But look,
I prefer assists to goals. Yeah.
interesting. There are not a lot of players that like doing this. So yeah, kudos to Frank for doing that, and congratulations as well for becoming the top assister. But like, get club season from um last season, the main season, the first pro club season where you guys went on to win, and then the second season you guys came second. Would you say the competition got tougher, or you look back at yourselves and be like, you guys weren't good enough to actually go all the way in the second season?
Nah, we were good enough to win the league this season, but it was just I'll say silly mistakes. Same mistakes we like made last season, but somehow we managed to win the league last season, and we made the same mistake this season, and it cost us the league. So hopefully we can correct our mistakes next season. But I won't say the
Mhm.
league became tougher or something. No, we just it was just our mistake. That's what I'll say. I don't feel like yeah, we only have one competition in the league. I'm sorry to the other teams, but I feel like we only have one competition
You can't be sorry.
in the
No,
league.
no, no, no. We don't do that over here. No sorry. Stand on business.
Yeah.
Mm.
Stand
Yeah.
on
But
business.
So
look,
yeah,
Stand on business.
just one competition in the league, I'll say.
when you look at the numbers, look, the numbers aren't bad at all. They were the highest scoring team. Plus 120 goal difference is not easy at all. And that's a huge, I mean, there was huge contributions from Frank as well with getting those 44 assists. Just dropping one single game. Like just one loss, and you still going to lose the
Yeah.
league. It kind of feels like Liverpool and Man City a couple of years back, where Liverpool even cracked 100 points, but yet still, do you guys take that vengeance of losing the league into the FA Cup, and that's how you guys were rampant in there?
I've not really vengeance. We just decided to. I would say we were more prepared for that game because the league match. I don't think we. I would say we kind of like underestimated our opponents on like in the league match. So I think that was what cost us the league. So something like that. But in the FA Cup, we took the game like serious. We wanted to win the league. Like we wanted to win the cup. Like we cannot lose the league and also lose the cup.
The cup,
So
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so we had to like
No, no, no,
yeah.
a bad
Yeah,
season
because
at all.
if
But
they, if
final
that
question
happens,
We
for
you know
we
me.
knew
your
we were
money,
going to win
you go
it.
change manager now. If you lose cup, lose league, you go change
No, no,
manager
no, no.
now. You
Like
don't
we
turn Ten Hag be that now.
like from this start, like no, it was like something we all agreed. Like we just knew that we needed to win the cup,
Mm,
and we knew
you
that
have
we
to
were
at least.
going to win it. Like from the start of the cup, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything, but yeah, we knew we were going to win the cup.
Frank, I don't know
Yeah,
how you'd probably answer the question and this question and then take your mind back to like the start of the season when the league was about to start fresh. We all knew,
yeah,
like we all had the buzz about Toka FC assembling possibly the Avengers. Was it intimidating
yeah.
at the time? And do you guys feel the pressure of okay, we are champions, these guys have assembled possibly the best squad, individual talent? Did you guys feel that pressure and do you feel like it was part of the reasons why they went on to win the league?
I think we know the quality of the players is fine. We know like we're like friends with most of the players in Toka FC, and we know the players, we know their quality. But pro clubs is like you need chemistry in pro clubs, so we obviously knew that they were a good team, but they needed time to like. We just felt like they needed time to like get together and play better. But I think their first season they did very well for them to like grab the league off us. So we didn't feel intimidated or anything. We felt like we're the better team, but. Like I would just say life just happened, I guess. We just came off short, so kudos to them.
Mm. Thanks for speaking to us,
Hmm.
Frank.
All
That was nice.
right,
Yeah.
all right, Frank. I gotta
All right,
respect. I
thanks.
gotta respect. 44 assists is not easy, but clinical stuff. Maybe some of these other guys, you can drop a couple of points and tips for them to, get to your level because the gap between you and the next person is just
Mm.
crooked, man. It's just way
It's
too
just
much, man.
it's a team, it's a
You
team,
know.
it's a team. If you play for Get
Yeah, yeah.
Clapped, you get
Sure,
numbers like that.
sure. Keep telling yourself that, bro. Keep telling yourself that.
If you
All
play for
right,
Get
ladies and
Clapped, you get
gentlemen,
numbers like that. All right.
beautiful
Thanks for
work.
having me.
Thank you so much, Frank. Yeah, so I think you're gonna get paid like after the stream or something like that. So,
All right, thank you.
just keep, yeah,
Yeah,
stay
see.
live, engage. And we have I think we're going to pull up the next winner, and I think is the goalkeepers. And I think
Mm.
is the guy I mentioned earlier. Yeah. Yeah, let me take a look. Let me be sure. Yes, it's AGZ, and he's live here with us. Goalkeeper of the season. Aye, boss. Aye, boss.
Ah,
36.4.
Mm.
Please explain. Because I need to know, like, what did you put in your post, bro?
that keep is very hard because like last season, I think I played center back last season. This is did really good though, and it's not easy, sure.
Definitely, it's not easy at all playing goalkeeper in pro class. But first of all, again, congratulations. I think you're amazing. I went through the games and I was like, I went through the games and I've already seen 16 clean sheets. But I want to cast your mind back to a game where you didn't keep a clean sheet, but you were massive. I think Priest and I were able to get that game on live stream. You guys against Get Club Cause and the kind of saves you made. I think there was also a last minute save in there. Would you say? When you meet the better teams, like the teams that are high up in the standings, you even play like you play better against them in the defense and everything.
No, no, like sometimes, like I like to be focused. I'll be better. Like if play like slow, then I will just relax. But against something else, so I have to lock in on that ball to like. And I played well until like DC started happening. So that's when I lost focus. Sha.
So what have you been seen like 20 clean sheets if the D season start coming?
Like if like I think the person that disconnected was my center back. Like it was I think Jerome or something, and it pisses me off for my center back to like disconnect in the game.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
Crazy.
it makes it a lot more difficult. Yeah. But that's crazy. I mean, look at the gap between first and second place. 16 clean sheets to 4 clean sheets. It's just massive. You guys were also, I think, the highest, of course, keeping the clean sheets in the whole of the league. But what would you sum up the season for yourselves? I think you guys had an excellent season. Not a lot of people saw effortless like at the start of the season finishing in top four. But how would you sum up the whole of the season for
Yeah,
yourselves?
like stayed there for like a long time. Then mistake kicking in, then we lost it. That's it. But we hope to do better, Sha.
Yeah, I think there was some part in which there was a crazy run, like 3 to 4 game stretch. And if please to remember, you guys had to play Get Club, Talker, Nameless Kills, Big Guns at a point. Do you think that stretch really defined your tenure at the top of the table? I don't know if it was you guys, but you guys had like a crazy, crazy stretch.
Yeah, yeah. Like we started with like the easier team. That's why, Sha.
Mm.
Like I believe we started with the easier team. Then we went to the
The
to the
tougher
people that won the
opponents.
league. Yeah, tougher opponents like that. Then uh, things that happened, Sha.
It is the final question from me. If you're a goalkeeper in pro clubs, what does it take to be a good goalkeeper? If you're playing, I don't know if you play a lot of 1v1 or ultimate team, and I don't know if you are good with like right stick goalkeeper movement. And if you are indeed good with that, is that something that you bring to pro
They
clubs action, or on pro clubs you
no,
move with like left?
no, the ultimate team and the being a goalkeeper in clubs is a very completely different thing. Like from the POV, like when I started as a goalkeeper, I didn't know what I was doing there. Then till I started the way a strike in that move, like he was supposed to. Listen, he's supposed to shoot at the right. Then if I go, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Proper mind
Wow.
games.
Cool. Yeah, man. Like crazy mind games over there, man. But to be a goalkeeper is next level. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. AGZ. Also, my own question thing is, what is AGZ? What is that an abbreviation or something for your name, or what is that? How
My
did you
name,
come up
like
with that?
the food station. It, actually, quadrant a long time ago, Sha. My name is GZ from it, and
Okay,
that's
okay, okay. I had a
what
feeling.
said,
Yeah, I
Sha.
had a feeling. I had a feeling. Wait a minute. Wait, sorry. Remind me again. You're in what? You're in. Are you in Nameless Chaos or Effortless?
Effortless,
What team
effortless.
are you?
Effortless,
Effortless. Okay,
effortless.
Effortless. All right, all right, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Thank you so much, AGZ. 36.4 save success, the best goalkeeper in the Nigerian Pro Club League for season two. Congratulations to you. You were absolutely amazing and a joy to watch. Hopefully, we'll see you in season three. But now we'll swap over to the next participant, or rather, a returning participant, and that's going to be the highest rated. And who other than Noni Madueke again, 251.2. No, Noni, you're really a celebrity out here. You be like say you be sweet boy for that your side. You be like say you be
Crazy.
sweet boy for that your
Yeah.
side. I have a feeling that you're not camera shy at all. It be like say
I
you're not camera shy because like collecting Ballon d'Or, then you not collect another award. Your hand go come full.
Yeah,
That kind of
with all
thing.
the paparazzi
You know,
around.
I mean,
I think
yeah.
I don't like. I don't know. I don't know as I take carry on. Just fell on
Well,
me.
I mean, this one wasn't. You didn't run away with this one. Frankie's just right behind you. The other players not too far out. So I think it's a combination of your overall performance. It's still exceptional. 251.2, very 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 high stakes, very very good numbers. Regardless, have to respect the fact that you put in a lot of effort and it tends to show up in the stats as well. But a question I also wanted to pose to you is um now that you've seen this, do you think there's more? Now that you've achieved this level of success, you're the highest rated player, you're also the top scorer. Do you think you can still outdo yourself? How do you keep yourself motivated for the next season?
Mm, I would say like I'm still ginger. I'm very ginger. I love competition first of all, and I like coming up on top of competition. So I'm still very gingered. I know it's gonna be tough because like it's a new game, and like everybody's gonna like probably sit up. Khalid is going to be chasing me, obviously. Well, I'll be the one chasing. But like I know it's gonna be tough, and I tend to always like try to improve. Like, I know that sometimes I play instead of scoring, I want to just play around. But like I want to try to be more serious. I take it very easily, so I want to just try and be more serious this time. And if I see even if it's like winning like 4 or 5, I'll not play. I want to bust the net still. Like on this season like this, I want to go for the next one. I want to like top
Damn.
out. It's even that bad that I still want to assist. I still want to assist. That's the problem. Frank, no vex. I
Mm.
was like I'm very motivated though, and my teammates always keep on pushing me, especially like Bones. So and Knight. So like I just know that like people around me they try to always like help me. Like I can call different names, like Andre, Snakes, um, Ima, all of them, like Jeremiah, RB, Rhymes. But like they keep on pushing me, and I know I can try and live up to their expectation. That's what I know,
Mm.
though.
All right.
I've just got one question before Noni leaves. Now they always say with great power comes great responsibility. Now you are the best player in the league by far. Like the match rating shows it. Now that that target is on your back, are you expecting defenses to be like, okay, if this guy is the best player in the league, are you expecting like man marking situations? You see one defender on you for the whole of the time. Are you expecting it? And have you already started working out schemes in which you can probably get out of those situations?
I would say my runs are still exceptional, maybe,
Mm, mm.
and
But you
and
know,
I'm not.
but you know, there's game tape now. Defenders can watch that and then start reading your rants.
Yeah, yeah, they can start reading. Like I've seen, I've seen people. I've seen Jerome.
Oh,
I've
okay.
I've seen Jerome. I've seen Charlie. I've seen Come Kev. I always trouble them, but in they try. I always some of them they have like instead of marking the normal, instead of like playing a normal game, they are always on me. But like I still try to just slip out. But it's not going to be easy. And trust me, when there's attention on someone, it's going to be pressure and like they watch your every move, which is not really good. But at the same time, man, I'll still try my best. I'll
Mm.
still try to. I know that defenders are stronger than the strikers.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that ball was internet.
Mm.
Ball was internet.
I like that saying. Bo must internet, Charlie. And there you have it, the
Bombs
best player in the
internet.
league.
Mm, yes, Bournemouth internet. bust the net, all those slangs. Say this guy and a bad guy. Say a bad
I
guy.
wait till you want to.
Don't worry, don't worry. Balls and nets. We know, bro. We know what we. I know what you are. I know what you are, bro. You're not
Man.
beating the allegations.
Ari says try to sleep with.
Yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. You're not beating the allegations. Anyway, thank you so much, Noni. I hope you have another amazing season coming up. It's been so fun having you on with us. But we have to move on to the next presentation, and that is for the league champions. And I believe that is for Toka FC. So I think we've got their manager in here with us. So let's take a look and see. Oh, yes, Kenny is here with us. Kenny, unfortunately, does not have his camera dialed in, but I think we can pick up on his audio. Kenny, say hi to your fans.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we can hear you.
Okay. What's up now?
All right. Congratulations, Toka FC. And
Thank you
now,
very much.
I have a question. Unfortunately, there's no GFX to that effect. I was going to pull that up, but there's no GFX to that effect. But you guys are the champions. I think I might just have to pull up the what's it
The league
called?
table.
I have to pull up the leaderboard, just for everyone to see um how, because we're going to talk about your points, the points that you got, and stuff like that. Because I'm very, very interested in seeing. I want you, because you're gonna like you're gonna have to like explain some things for me, because I'm very new to this. I'm new to the game. Very new to the game, because you guys go explain to me how you play 30 games
And
and you will not lose.
no lose a draw a single
Because
game.
I want to understand how that happens. Like because it says one of two things. It says it says that it says that your team is just that good because of the whole Avengers agenda that they're pushing. Sly is the biggest pusher of Avengers
Yeah,
narrative
yeah,
here.
yeah.
He's Nobody pushes the agenda more than Sly.
I've got
He
questions
says,
about that.
yeah, I know you will. I know you win on this one. So Sly's been pushing the agenda like from the beginning of the season. Pushing the agenda, and me, I've never been one to push that, because I feel like there
Priest
comes a
was
time.
saying seeing is believing. Now he's seen it. He's doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
agenda now.
like there comes a time. I mean, because I was watching like every week, 3 points, 3 points again, 3 points again.
Mm.
Like, come on now, somebody should stand on business now. That was what I was thinking. And I was thinking, okay, something's got to give at least. Then when you guys had a draw, I was like, finally,
Mm.
they've dropped points. Now it's an opportunity for someone to, pick up the baton and run. But still, after that, because there's some teams when you drop points, when you take a loss or you take a draw, some teams consider a draw a loss still. And when you take a draw, you take a loss, it affects your mentality, and then for some teams that's a downward spiral. But after you picked up the draw, did you go back to business as usual?
Honestly, that draw against Get Clapped was a very, very tight game. It was like whoever wins this game is actually going to run away with the league, even though we're still early. Like, no disrespect,
Yeah.
like it was just neck and neck.
You
Clapped.
guys should
Win.
stop saying no disrespect. Stand on business. Stand on business. Stop saying no disrespect. You know what you are. You know what you're saying. Say it.
Yeah, so like it was just neck and neck, 3 points after 3 points. So it was like we needed to win the game. We didn't go with the mentality of getting a draw. We wanted to win the game. I expected to get clapped. They were thinking of that as well. But like it was just a very tight game that no one could score. So we're just happy to share the points at the end of the day and just keep going on. That's really what happened that game.
Mm.
Yeah, that's that Arsenal versus City, bro.
Yeah,
That's
proper
not
proper
Arsenal
game.
versus City, bro. Yeah. So Sly, you said you had some questions.
Yeah. Surely. Let me start with the Avengers agenda. I just had to get it off my chest. Before you guys even played a single game, there was a lot of okay. I for one, I was pushing it, Avengers, when I had the team that you guys assembled, and now you being the manager, Kenny, and I know there are a lot of good players in that team, but with good players come a lot of big egos and players who have not played in the pro club scene before. Everybody wants the ball, everybody wants to be the star player. How difficult was it managing like the group of talents within Toka FC?
Honestly, right, managing the team was not that difficult because like we had a lot of
Wow.
leaders. We had Farouk, we had John, we had Arif. So if I step down, Farouk is there to pick up. If Farouk is not there, John is there to pick up. Likewise, Arif, Musti. So it's like we just understood each other. Like it was more like a family, to be fair. So
Mm.
like when people ask us, do we train? We actually don't train. Like
Wow, no way.
so
Priest,
it's
are you
like
believing
just
this?
it was just more of like a family, just understand each other's
These
games,
guys
like
will
how we
say anything, bro. They will say anything. They
I
I'm
hope
will
the rest
sorry.
of
say
the league is
anything.
listening.
Yeah, yeah. They'll trust. They will say anything. Believe them at your own peril. They will say they don't win. No, they don't win. They'll tell you say we are just chilling. We are just chilling.
No, no.
The,
At the
the
start,
pad
at
will
the
just
start
enter
was
your hand.
difficult, though.
You just know
Mm.
what to do. Don't worry. Don't worry. When the time comes, don't worry. You will know what to do. You will know what to do. If you like, listen to Kenny.
Then don't
Kenny's
train.
managing. Is Kenny's. He has Farouk and the rest too.
Mm.
No, but like at the start of the whole Pro Clubs thing, before we started the League of the Avengers, we were shit. Like we didn't understand. Like I think we had like few practice games before the league actually started. We're playing Get Clout. We're just losing back and forth, going to back five, going to back three, going to back four. Like we're just so confused. We're doing the EMPFL time, so like during EMPFL, we're actually practicing with the team. So it was very well like this Avengers is it gonna work? Is it just hype? But like we just stood on business. We just found information 442. Just went with it and just started playing, man. Honestly.
Wow. me hearing that you guys didn't train, it seems like me and Priest we have to go and find our pro class team and also not train and then stand on business. But
Since it's like that, since it's like that now, we just
yeah.
pad go just enter your hand. You go understand them. Don't worry. You go
I,
subdue me. You go come out. No worry.
Irish
Because
says real
that's what
niggas
Ken
don't
is
train.
telling
Nah,
us.
that's actually crazy. But can you tell me? I mean, you've assembled this crazy team together. There's a lot of expectation. Like, I mean, I think Tommy they made a video in the first weekend. It was like you guys were going to win straight away, and I was like, yo, what kind of pressure is that? Was there any point in the season where you guys felt that pressure? Like you were on a crazy winning streak, like I think what, like a 10-game winning streak, till you got that draw against Get Club. Was there any point that you guys were feeling the pressure and then the heat of course, the outside world saying you guys were Avengers and everything going into it?
I won't lie. I won't lie to you. No, because like we have a lot of good players that don't even feel pressure anymore. Like Farouk, John, Arif, Musti, Toby, Kev. Like we just like there's no really pressure. Can't lie. Like no disrespect again to the other teams, but apart from like get clapped, there was not really like any pressure from any other team that we're looking like dropping points from. So that's
Man,
just
I
imagine
just hope
these
the
other
other
teams,
teams are
man.
listening.
Hearing
I
Kenny
just
just
hope.
roast you guys, man. Because Kenny's not even giving get clap props. He's just
Yeah,
roasting the
yeah.
rest of you. That's what he's doing, because he's literally saying pressure. What's pressure? Pressure is for
What's
tires.
pressure? Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
he's
yeah.
saying.
For time, for
Pressure is for
time.
tires. So you guys need to step it all the way up because I mean, you have a team doing 128 goal difference. Then you have another team not losing a single game, going
Single
30
game.
games unbeaten, 29 for 29 and a single draw. And who do they draw against? The team scoring 120 something goals. But that team scoring 120 something goals did not score them. That should tell you
Mm,
something. So,
mm,
but still on still, Kenny, amazing work for Toka FC. You guys were outstanding. That is the word. Absolutely outstanding to watch. Week after week, you put the screws to your enemies and you stood on business all through the tournament and you just couldn't get stopped. Unfortunately for Get Club, they dropped the ball. Because if Get Club didn't drop the ball with that loss that he took,
mm.
it would have been different, because
that was
because
head.
it would have come down to goal difference, now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
That
It
you
would have
know
come to goal difference,
that's
and
like
yeah.
serious headache. There was this game we had against nameless chaos. So like I think after everything was like a point deduction. So like we already had the back of our minds that we're 1 point behind them because of the point deduction. So it was really like 1 point behind, get clapped. What's it called? Goal difference is not in our favor. So we just have to keep winning and winning and winning and winning to, just win the title. That was just the whole thing. But like
I've
that,
got one final question for Kenny. How much of, I know like all of them are really individually good players, but I saw some of the games and it was really close score lines. You guys were winning, of course, huge score lines. Me and Priest to come online will see Toka FC 5-0, 7-0, but we saw some games that were really close. How much did you sometimes rely on the individual brilliance of some of the names that you mentioned in your team?
like I can't lie. Sometimes it's just like there's this game we played against effortless, right? I think the first game we effortless, it was just individuality in the team. Like does this go Rio may just green time outside the box and
Yeah, I was about to mention his name.
like it's sometimes it's just Farouk just from nowhere green outside the box, or sometimes I just pass shots, or even our centre backs, our left back Khalifa, right back Fedi, like John sometimes we just clutch, just give one crazy assist. Like there were actually some games that was not teamwork, it was just individual brilliance. I can't even lie to you.
Hmm. And now that they've built chemistry, I mean, I can't wait for next season to begin. Over to you, Priest.
All right. All right. All right. Kenny, congratulations once again. Like I said, your team was absolutely outstanding. And I will stand on that one. But again, next season is going to be next season. So big shout out to GG Arena for bringing us all of this because it was a big joy. This is the first time I'm ever doing, FC24. And I've seen that there is unbridled amount of talent inside of this space. And watching your team renewed that hope that esports is going to be very, 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 very global for us in the FC24 scene. But I still have like one more question. So in a game like this, in a tournament like Pro Clubs, do you guys have like a place where you guys play together, or everyone is like online?
Um, the thing is, what we really struggled with, why I said we don't train, is that we want to train, but like sometimes like a lot of people like like we have some like pro players in the team who want to do training. Farouk is not available because of he has to train for a tournament, or John or myself. So it's like we don't even get the chance to train. But this season, this upcoming season coming, like we're actually putting ourselves together to actually train because like there are a lot of big teams that are coming up. Like I had this team, Faceless Men,
Yeah, 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 I heard them too.
that are also going to fire up, effortless. A lot of big teams that are still coming up and new teams as well. So there's pressure now. There's pressure, so we need to actually still win the title next season, hopefully.
All right. Okay. 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 Okay, I love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you once again, Kenny, for congratulations to your team for finishing,
So,
you know, on top. So yeah, now we are moving over to the FA Cup, and without further ado, we have Fola representing. We're supposed to have Khalid, but we have Fola in the cut. And he's going to be giving us a couple of words here. I mean, we already know who Fola is, though, but sure, please
is it?
introduce yourself as the winner of the FA Cup, because it's basically because that midfield, you just had that midfield like this. You just had the midfield like this, only you. So walk us through what's a typical day for your team, and how do you how do you maintain this hunger to win even after losing out on the league?
Well, first, hi guys. My name is Folari, manager of Get Clapped. So yeah, Priest. I'll say it's not exactly a thing of difficulty because we understand each other a little too much, in fact, and that's
You see what these guys they're always doing, Avi. It's like you're starting to see a
Yeah, yeah,
pattern
I'm
here,
seeing, I'm
Avi.
seeing the pattern. Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
seeing the pattern, Avi. Please go on.
anyways, saying like my team, we understand each other, and that is like that's what pro club is all about. If you don't have you can have good players, but if you don't have like good chemistry, it won't exactly work out. So yes, that is basically the brunt of it.
Mm. Nah, they're like get clubbed going into the FA Cup after losing out on the league, and I was
Mm-hmm.
asking, I was asking someone else, and it was like it's not just the vengeance and the like you guys wanting to prove a point with winning the league, but the run in the FA Cup was just mad. I think you
It was.
guys beat everybody by like more than a 2 goal margin. But let's start with that semi final against Toka FC. We myself and
Mm.
Priest were like whoever wins that series or that home and away fixture goes on to win it. And we're right. You guys did actually go on to win it. But you guys against them in that semi final and the number of goals you beat them by. Was that just pure revenge on your mind? Was that the motivation from the fact that they are beating you in the league and they are taking the league away from you?
I mean, not really, not really. We did have a point to prove, to be honest, because we didn't exactly like how the league ended up. We're not happy with that at all because we were sure that worst comes to worst, we were going to get it done. It just so happens that it wasn't, and yeah, I don't want to complain or like say something, but it didn't just come. It didn't come. It didn't happen in our favor. So like the cup,
Mm.
we actually practiced a lot more for the cup, but we
Mm.
didn't exactly think about it as a revenge type thing because that would put unnecessary amount of pressure on all of us. So yeah, it wasn't exactly about that. We just wanted to win, basically. That's just it. We just wanted to win.
Nice, nice. For those of you in the chat who are not familiar with how good these guys were in the FA Cup, they didn't drop a single game. Finished 9 points out of a possible nine. Actually had the highest scoring team. At a
Regional
point, they beat
and
Nova Ora 11 goals to zero. It was just mad stuff from Gate Club causing in that FA Cup. Now take us to that final. You had won every
I don't
single match
even.
by
Yeah,
you
Slide,
can
go on,
finish.
go on.
All right. When I'm done. You had won every match by like 2 goals or more, 3 goals or more. We were kind of expecting that in the final, but was there kind of nerves, and then that's why it was so close against Nameless Chaos. Or Nameless Chaos, like they were just that good that you guys couldn't,
it was effort.
brush them away like you did against the other teams.
It was effortless in the final actually, and it was. I
It was
mean,
effortless. Sorry.
yeah, it was effortless. It was always going to be a tough match. I mean, it was a one-off game, literally just one match, not like a best of two type of thing. It was just one. So anybody that won that one game would have won the whole thing. That actually did put a small amount of pressure on us because we knew that knew that something could happen, even though we were confident that we could do like we could go all the way. We knew something could happen. So like it just was it was a mad game. It was a mad game. It was a mad game. That's for sure.
Certainly
Yeah.
an enjoyable final. We really did
Yeah.
enjoy it. Over to you,
Yeah,
Priest.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the final, but I also have a question. Now the thing is, do you feel like when you're inside of a game and the opponent hasn't scored you any goals,
Hmm.
does that double up in your mind? Does that give you some sense of assurance that they are not going to score you anymore? Because mentally, I think that you guys dwell on something like that. There are certain games where I watch, your team participating in. There are certain matches that your play style, it's I see it adapt to how afraid the other team is playing against you. I see how your play style tends to change based off of how the other team is responding to your tactics. When you played against Effortless in the final, I really saw pressure for the first time in the entirety of the FA Cup. I saw some pressure, and now you've explained where that pressure came from, being the fact that it was a one-off. It wasn't a best of. You know that anybody that wins wins, and it was wild because coming from how you guys, desecrated Toka FC in the semi-finals, coming into this particular game, I wanted to just ask, when you're playing certain teams, do you change your strategy? Do you change your play style because of the energy you're getting from them, or do you just go by the book every single time?
The thing is the way my team is here. we are built upon creating a lot of chances. Actually, that's what my team is all about. Just create a lot of chances for the striker. That's And for someone like Khalid, for example, who is very, very good at goal scoring, should just if you and then we have Frank as well, who always plays like makes good decisions in the final third. And then there's Chimmy on the wings, there's Rufai on the wings as well, whipping those crosses. I know some people don't like those crosses, but
Yeah.
so it's all about creating a lot of chances. That's basically, and then what actually is very, very what people don't usually think about is the fact that our defenders are actually very, very, very solid. Very solid. Shalipopi and
Yeah.
Victor Shalipopi and Victor are actually very, very good. Very, very at some point in the effortless match, yeah, we were under the coach actually, whereby like they were they had like a couple of opportunities to create a lot of chances, and then like once or twice whereby Martins would just step in or Victor would just step in. So like that's like it's just a very, very, very nice like team effort type of thing whereby everybody does something. It's not that you are just there just making up the number you get.
Yeah, please explain more. What do you mean by making up the numbers? Who are you talking about?
No, no, no,
Who
Start
are you
padding.
talking about when you say that? Who are you talking about? Who is
don't put
making up the
don't
numbers in their
not
team?
do not put words in my mouth.
Hmm. Hmm. We will revisit that. We will revisit that. But thank you, Fola, for locking in with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Khalid unfortunately was not here, but it was also fun to speak to Fola, the manager for Get Clap, because the winners of the FA Cup. And we will have Fola back on later on just to wrap things up. But we do have Frank in the cut. Frank, say hello to your fans. Unfortunately, Frank, your camera feed is not coming through. So I think we have, I mean, you guys are in the same team. It might as well. So yeah, Frank, 9 assists in the total of the tournament. Wow. Okay. We're starting to see, that you really do love, passing more than scoring. We're starting to see that that's your whole thing now.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just like I said before, yeah, I prefer assists to goals. So that's just how I like to play.
No, but how like was the approach in the FA Cup different from the approach you guys took in the league?
Um, I don't know. I mean, just we just wanted to like win the cup, just to give us something to like end the season with because of the way the league ended. So we just needed to win something. So I'll say that's the only difference. That's the only difference. Because in the league, yeah, that's just the only difference. We just wanted to win something. And we played like we needed to.
You guys certainly played like a team that wanted to win.
Definitely. They definitely did. They absolutely did. Okay. 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 So Frank, do you think you can play any other position outside of a 10?
Yeah, I can play like a CM or maybe on the wing, but I can't cross. I don't know how to cross. That's why I'm not playing on the wing to get club.
But wait, how don't you know how to cross? I think it's like basic
It's not my
in,
it's
in
not my it's not my style of play.
So wait, so then let's describe your style of play. Are you the okay skill move into a pass, or you find the empty spaces, play the two ball, or the extra pass? What's your style of play?
Maybe skill move into a pass, or if I just see the pass, I just play it.
Mm.
Because
But
my teammates, yeah, they make good runs, so I find every pass. I'll say.
of course, for one of the best assistants in the league, man, I mean the best, the number one, and to say he doesn't like a lot of crosses, meaning that a lot of your goals didn't come from crosses. Do you remember the number of goals you like, the number of assists you got from
No, my
crosses,
assists, yeah, they were mostly that like few were just from corners, and then the rest were just passes down the middle to my strikers.
and then how
But
many
few were
cutbacks
from
you took
corners.
against him?
Cutbacks, no, I don't do cutbacks. It's my wingers. My wingers do the
Wow.
cutbacks. Yeah, I
But
don't.
sometimes you
I'm
like you have
mostly
to
down the
support
middle.
your winger and then
Yeah, I'm just there. I'm just in. If there's space anywhere in the pitch, I'm just there to like just link up play.
Crazy,
I don't
crazy.
need to do much. Yeah.
There's a reason why Frank will be in top five assists in the FA Cup and of course in the league as well. A guy who's put in the work and definitely needs to be celebrated. Congratulations on grabbing the top assist award once again.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, sir, Frank. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. You were absolutely amazing in the cup, especially in the final. You turned up heavy. But, we are still looking to see more from you in the next season. So big shout out to you for standing on business all through the competition. Thank you so much. All right. Now we are going to move
Thanks
in
again.
to the goalkeeper. And then let's take a look and see. I think we've got AGZ in the cut. I think he was also the best goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was the best goalkeeper for.
For the league as well, yeah,
Yeah,
with effortless.
yeah, I think he was. I think he was the best goalkeeper as well. So let's pull him up. Okay, he's actually here already.
Mm.
40. Now he even outdid himself. He outdid himself in the cup. That tells you a whole lot more. Was this now AGZ? Was the strategy different for you in the cup? Was it different for you?
Um, no, the cup was a lot easier than the league. Sure. Yeah, it was a lot easier than the league. That's it. So I
Mm.
have to do more.
That's interesting. But we spoke to Adefola, and he was speaking of that final game against you guys, and he was like there was pressure because it was a one-off game. As a goalkeeper, did you feel that pressure because it was just one game, and if you make a mistake, like that's the end of the journey for your team in that final? Wait, please, I hear an AGC or it's just me?
Yeah, I think he's having internet issues.
Yeah.
I was playing well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't really catch what you were trying to say. I think your network was messing up a bit. Someone says AGC's internet is atrocious. But yeah, we didn't have the feedback from AGC sound. I think something was up with that one. But congratulations to AGC as well. Effortless FC, man. I mean, coming up with a huge performance in the league, finishing second in the FA Cup. I think is also a season to remember for these guys. And when you are giving the props, you've got to give major props to the goalkeeper. I think we kind of forget them sometimes in pro clubs, but they play a huge part. And AJC is now he's more or less like a cult hero within the Nigerian pro club scene. He's done extremely well, and of course, congratulations to him as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to switch over to, I believe the top, or rather the highest rated player in the cup, and of course, 63.4. It is, I believe
Khalid, yeah,
that is
certainly.
Fola and his guys once
That
again. We're gonna have Fola again right after this. Oh, he's already here. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
Fola,
Mm,
top rated,
yes,
63.4
sir.
rating.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I have a question concerning this.
Mm,
When you have a player like Khalid, when he's not
mm.
available, what do you do exactly?
When he's not available, what do you mean by when he's not
Yeah,
available? He
But
has to
like
make
when
himself.
he's
wait,
not.
was he available for all of the games, like
Yes, my
league
he
and,
has to
and
make
cup?
himself available. He doesn't have any
Wow,
Okay, he
choice.
has to make himself
wow.
available. Oh, he
Yes,
doesn't
The
have
every
any
best
choice.
ability is
Okay, so
availability.
that's how you're running your boot camp.
yes.
So
So
that's how
no,
you're running your boot camp.
all hands on deck every single time. Oh.
Oh,
We
Okay,
that's
don't
all
joke.
hands on deck.
We
All
don't
hands on
joke
deck.
here.
mm, that's
Okay,
crazy.
okay,
But
okay,
how
okay.
much like would you like off your head? How many games do you say that okay, we are relying on Khalid's like goal scoring ability or individual brilliance to bail us out sometimes? Because I know like there are really difficult games that sometimes
Mm,
everything you try doesn't work and you have to go, okay, Khalid is like one hell of a goal scorer. Yourself, you can score goals, and the other players that you mentioned can score goals. How much do you rely on individual ability? Because we're speaking to Toka FC's manager Kenny, who was like sometimes they had to go to Farouk, John, they can just green time a shots from outside the box and then it bails them out. Do you guys also resort to some of those things sometimes?
no, not really. Not really. We play as a team most of the time. We don't exactly rely on one person to do, even as much as Chime and Frank are like our creative outlets, whereby they are the ones that create the most chances, and Rufai and Khalid are the ones that score the goals. It's not exactly something whereby we depend on one person to do something. If let's say, for example, Frank is not on this game, Chime will be there. If Khalid is not scoring, Rufai would score. That type of thing.
Interesting. Now, you mentioned something about the crosses. I want to come back to
Mm.
those crosses, and it was annoying a lot of people. Look, at a point, if you guys were in trouble, it's going to the crosses. What's the mindset behind the crosses? And if the crosses are coming in, is it that everybody is alerted, everybody's making a run into the box? Like, I don't want you guys, I don't want you to go deep into the tactics because you'll be revealing too much for next season and everything. But just give me like a slight insight to how you guys work on the crosses and what's the mindset
See,
behind like crossing the
Sly,
ball every single.
Sly, Sly, I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. That's a question for Chime, not me. That's a question for
You
Chime, not
they
me. Like
ask midfielder
there are
waiting they
some
do for wing.
there are some times whereby there are some goals or crosses that he will pull off. All of us will ask him that, guy, what do you press?
Wow. Oh, if the players themselves don't know, then who are we?
Bro.
Okay. Then try shout out to team anywhere you are, man. You guys be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Shout
yeah,
out Chime, man. Shout out
yeah.
Chime.
The contribution to the Get Club team is just massive. But congratulations again, highest
Yeah,
rated player, well deserved in the
thank
final
you very much.
tournament.
And
Thank you.
well, yeah, while we are here as well, also congratulations to Get Club Cause for winning the Niger Pro Clubs League FA Cup as well.
Sir.
The final was quite intense. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very, very intense final, owing to the fact that it was a one-off game. But you guys later, you guys, it looked like you struggled a bit, but you got a hold of it, and you saw it through to the end. Because for me, I felt FLS just got caught slipping in that final
Mm.
game. I think they got caught slipping. I think they just got overwhelmed towards the final third. I feel that that's what happened to them. You guys were fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, but I think FLS they could have done so much better. But you guys just don't give opportunities like that. That's another thing, because if you watch the stream, I was always saying it, that these guys, man, you're not gonna score these guys, man. I keep saying it,
Yeah,
like it's not even
that's the
about, it's
word.
not about the attack, it's about the
Yeah,
defense.
that's the
I
word
was
of my
telling Sly, like,
defenders. That's the word of my defenders.
nobody's you can't score these guys, man. I kept saying it, like, man, scoring these guys is tricky, because the way they are set up, it's so difficult to score them, and but it's not difficult for them to score you. You just have to outscore your opponent.
Mm.
And the best way
Which
to
we usually
outscore
which we
your
usually
yeah,
do.
exactly. And the best way to outscore your opponent is to make sure your opponent doesn't score at
Doesn't
all.
score. Yeah,
you know, you
exactly.
know, so, and I saw that happen time and time again. And it was just breathtaking to watch how solid their defense is, because it kills your morale. There's nothing worse than going up against a defense that you have to rack your brain on how to beat.
Is
It's one thing
there?
to beat the defenders. It's another thing to score the goal.
Mm.
It is
I
one thing
know,
to
I
beat
know.
the
Yeah,
defenders, and
for
it's
sure.
another thing to score the goal. So some guys, their mind ends as your defenders. They don't even know who your goalkeeper is. They don't even
Yeah,
get to see him.
shout out
You
Rufai
know?
as well. Shout out Rufai as well. He's
Yeah,
one
exactly.
accord.
Yeah,
Don't like
because yeah,
like
he's working too. Goalkeeper is working, but
like
we barely get to see him because niggas ain't just scoring like that.
I
You
know,
guys are
right?
just not conceding. So that says a lot, because the goal difference says it. The goal difference is a
Yeah,
sum
yeah,
of the
right.
number of goals you score and the ones you concede. Yours is so high because you concede so little. That is why, and that speaks to the amount of effort that goes into defending goals just as much as scoring them. So it's always very impressive to see a team that does it both ways. So congratulations once again, Geklan, because Fola, you are absolutely amazing in that midfield. You controlled almost everything that was happening there. So we saw you, we saw how you were, analyzing, operating. Yeah, you are basically you are the Rodri. I'm not gonna lie, you are the
But
Rodri in
yeah,
that
priest,
bitch. I'm
priest,
not gonna lie,
I've
man.
got one
Nobody,
final
I am not
question
the
for Love
Rodri. I
before he
am not
goes.
the
Yeah, you can
Rodri.
finish
I
up.
won't lie to you. I will see
Yeah,
priest. I won't lie. I am not the Rodri. The Rodri is the guy between me and Frank. Now he's very, very underrated. People don't really People don't really know him
You
like
see
that. But
what he's doing, right? Sly,
my
you see what he's
teammates,
doing,
my
right?
teammates know,
But you see
my
what he's
teammates
doing,
know
right?
that,
I'm
and I
seeing
think a
the
couple of
party.
people in the league know who that is
Sure,
as well.
sure.
They
Of
know.
course. Yeah, it's that guy whose name you didn't tell us. Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep going.
They'll
Thank
keep him
you, Fola.
anonymous.
Yeah. He'll keep on. No, yeah. Sure.
No,
He'll
he's
go to
known.
bed tonight.
Don't worry, people know him.
Interesting. But
He's
for
not.
that,
He's
before we
not.
let you go, I
He's not.
know you're one hell of a like a 1v1 player, an ultimate team or kickoff or anything. You're one hell of a pro clubs player. So now I want to give you two different scenarios, and you tell me which one you feel like will start performing better. So take Priest and myself. I wouldn't say I'm the best of ultimate team players, but I know my way around ultimate team and kickoff. I play a lot of FC 25 now. And then now I want to transition to pro clubs. How difficult would that be for me? And how difficult will it be for someone like Priest who's never played, possibly never played Ultimate Team, doesn't play kickoff, and he's just coming fresh and wants to go into pro club straight? How difficult would that adjustment period be for him? And then how difficult will it be for me? And who do you think becomes a better player at the end of it all?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll answer that
Frank,
for you. I will become a better player. Yeah, because I'm just him, bro. I'm not gonna
Now,
lie.
Frank,
Priest,
I'm
you
him,
don't
bro.
want the smoke. But
Wait,
like,
you
let's
keep forgetting. Wait, do you know why this question is funny? Because as
no,
Fola manages gets clapped, who manages Fola? Is it not me? Like,
tell them, please,
like,
tell
like,
them.
do you not know that I manage Fola? Do you wait this morning when I share? You see, say I don't go see my own parts. Like, you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know, like behind the scenes, bro. Like, oh, you guys, I just don't like to brag. Like
Mm,
sometimes when you think it's Fola that's playing, it's actually me.
No,
There,
no
the truth
cap,
is out now.
no cap.
The truth is out now. Sly, since you want to be so nosy, since you want to
all
know
right, all right,
everything,
all right. Mm.
so now,
I just wanted the rest of
yeah.
the community to know. But for that, your thoughts on that final question before we wrap it up.
No, the thing is, pro clubs, yeah, you actually need to have decent players around you. Even if you are not exactly at their level, they will bring you up to their level if you play frequently with them. To be honest with you, that's how it works. You can't put someone that is not exactly that good at the game, and is playing with 10 other guys that are very very good at the game frequently. He would eventually get the hang of it.
That's that's
Like,
that's really nice. All right, thanks for that.
Practice makes
Congratulations on
perfect, you know.
becoming champion.
thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fola. Go share money later. No.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's broadcast. And what a night it has been. Action on action. We saw all of the players, we saw all of the managers, we saw all of the teams that turned up in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League and in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League FA Cup as well. It has been an honor hosting tonight's stream on a different platform with a different vibe, but still with the same amazing Sly and the rest of the GG Arena team in the background coordinating things. Big shout out to every single one of you as well. It is good night from me and Sly. Sly, do you have any other words for those
Not
guys
too
in
much.
chat?
Just saying that watch out for season 3. I think it's even going to be bigger and better. There are a lot of targets on teams' backs, and I think we'll see something amazing. So stick and stay with us. So certainly be back with some more fire.
All right. Peace. See you guys in season 3.